Hi there! Are you ever worried, anxious, nervous, concerned? Well, then I've got the solution for you. Introducing Wedal's How to Be Worry-Free Speech. This one-time application, maximum 10-minute speech, helps you fully grasp and evaluate the concept of worry in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Define and evaluate care and worry. Show how they are different. Step 2. Show how worry and care are used in life. Make fun of cats and politics. And step 3, show how we can be worry-free in life. Type the speech with a nice little bow and quote the Bible. It's that easy. With our product, we use only the best sources, such as BradyQuote.com, Oxford Dictionary, Disney, the Bible, and me. So sit back and relax for the infomercial of a lifetime. Or at least the next 10 minutes. Step 1. Define and evaluate care and worry. Show how they are different. Different. You were wondering if I was going to use that voice for the entire speech. Don't worry, I'm not that crazy. Oh, wait. Anyway, let's go ahead and define these terms. Defining worry and care. This will be fun. And who am I kidding? Definitions are boring. Luckily, I have some notes that should make this slightly more interesting. Use an overly dramatic voice, repeat the definitions twice, and use alliteration. Okay? Worry. To give way to anxiety. To give way to anxiety. You might worry about whether Wesley will whack the walking wombat. Willfully. Okay, that kind of worked. It was at least catchy. Alright, next one. Care. To attach importance to someone or something. To attach importance to someone or something. You might care about how Connie the Canary is coughing continuously. Alright, well, we got the definition over with. That's one good thing. Alright, but do you see these differences? Worry does nothing to help. It's literally just being anxious. Whereas care is the very way we consider value. It's the way we attach importance to the important. With that, I'll need to use some examples. First off, let's use the story of Winnie the Pooh, which is about a crazy boy who lives in a forest by himself, talks to animals, and learns spelling from an owl. I have no idea how this became a children's story. But in this story, the character Piglet is constantly worried about everything. Storms, you want to know what those are. Woozles, don't even ask me what those are. Getting lost, where you don't know where you are. He's worried about everything. And sometimes he gets so worried that he forgets about those around him. But now, look at Christopher Robin. He's never worried. Ever. In fact, it's almost disturbing how he's never worried no matter how much trouble his friends are in. But nonetheless, he doesn't worry. He realizes it won't help anyone. But he definitely cares. He spends all day playing with his friends. Imaginary animals. Alright, let's use one more example. So, grandmother carefree would be, well, a hamster's dead, and meteors are falling from the skies, and Earth is entering another ice age, and Chuck Norris is nowhere to be seen. I better go buy out Krispy Kreme before the end times. Whereas grandmother worry-free would be, ugh, I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling 22. I'm back. It's time I retire from retirement. But you know what? The joints are going to ache and the bones are going to break, but baby, I'm just going to shake it off. Might even say you want to let it go. No, not popular. Okay. That, in the most accurate and absurd terms I can possibly think of, is the difference between worry-free and carefree. To be carefree is to ignore the world around you and consider only yourself. But to be worry-free is to accept that life isn't perfect and press forward nonetheless. Step 2. Show how worry and care are used in life. Make fun of cats and politics. Warning, this section of the speech makes fun of cats and politics. If you really like cats, cover your ears and go la 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 la. No, actually, I need you to listen. And if you really like politics, well, brace yourself, it's gonna hurt. Alright, let's start off. As I tried to point out in my first point, worry and care are very different. In the end, they're as different as cats and dogs. In fact, cats and dogs make a pretty good example. Dogs care. It's pretty simple. Cats are a perfect incarnation of evil. True story. No. The fact is, though, that this does illustrate care in one way. The fact is, everybody thinks of dogs as loyal, devoted, the most loving pets. Whereas cats See, let me list off the things that cats care about. Themselves. That was a pretty short list. Cats can be said to care, but it's really only about themselves. Food, what type of food? When they get the food, do they like the food? Lots about food. I mean, you leave the house for 5 minutes, come back, the dog's response is, you're back, oh boy, I'm so happy, let's celebrate! But if you come home to a cat, the response is, how dare you ever leave in the first place, now feed me! If you pet a dog, the response is, oh, thank you, I'm so happy, let's celebrate! But if you pet a cat, ever touch me again? Got it, now feed me! It's not very loving. But really, the difference between dogs and cats can be summarized with one example. A dog looks at life and thinks, oh, these people who I live with love me, feed me, care for me, give me a nice warm home. They're so awesome. But see, a cat thinks, these people I live with love me, feed me, pet me, care for me, give me a nice warm home to stay in. I must be so awesome. That's really all we need. But in the end, the main flaw with this example is that they're not human. So I need to use a human example. Because in real life, there tends to be a lot of people that don't worry too much, but they also don't seem to care that much. Let's take these people, set them aside, call them liberals. You can recognize them by one of their famous traits, being overly optimistic. For example, if a program is released, let me think, random example, Obamacare. If it's released and they pass it without reading it, the response is, oh, it's fine. I mean, we didn't read it, but it's gotta be good. It's got care in the name. It's fine. And then, after that, it has a terrible rollout. Response is, oh, it's fine. It's just the rollout. After that, it'll be fine. It's fine. And then after that, it turns out that it doesn't really help that many people. In fact, it makes it worse for some people. The response is, oh, it's fine. You have to pay more. But it's okay, because that person gets to pay less. It's fine. Overly optimistic. But let's be fair. There's not one side to this coin. There also seems to be a lot of people that care, but they also worry way too much. Let's take these people, set them aside, call them conservatives. You can also recognize them by their traits. Overly pessimistic. For example, if the president does nothing, the conservative response is, he's playing golf while our country's falling apart. This isn't what the founding fathers wanted. But if the president does something, the response is, he's trying to do whatever he wants. He doesn't care about us. He wants to crown himself the emperor. Oh, hail King Obama. Overly pessimistic. Now, I've successfully offended everybody in the room just a little bit. Probably a lot. But it is an interesting perspective to look at things, isn't it? Conservatives are constantly too worried about getting their values taken away. And the entire liberal philosophy has to do with allowing a more carefree lifestyle. You may not agree, you may not like me, you may think that cats are great and I'm a terrible person for saying otherwise. But in the end, it is another perspective, another way to see how care and worry are used in life. Step 3, show how we can be worry-free in life. Type the speech with a nice little bow and quote the Bible. Alright, so all the cool kids are quoting the Bible in their speeches. So I figure, if I quote the Bible in my speech, you'll automatically like me. So let's do that. Look at Matthew 6:34. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. This is a verse that some of us hear all the time, but we don't really stop to think about it. We are being told by Jesus not to worry. Worry will not add anything to our lives. In the end, worrying won't help. While we should care, worry does nothing. Just shake it off, let it go. Your problems will not stay forever. And to put it in the way famous Holocaust survivor Corrie ten Boom did, worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow. It empties today of its strength. Hi there, it's me again. Because I'm here, you can tell that the speech is probably over. I'm going to have to wrap this up with a corny ending. But now you've seen our 3 points. You've seen the definition. You've seen how they're used, and you've seen how to be worry-free. But wait, there's more. Call 1-800-NOT-REAL today in the next 10 minutes to get your free smile. That's 1-800-NOT-REAL. 1-800-NOT-REAL. Call 1-800-NOT-REAL to get your free smile today, and then call in the next 10 minutes. All rights reserved. And with that, the speech will abruptly end.